Let's start our session. It's time. Now, who are we? What are we? So it's time for that. And uh, the reason that we are conducting this particular mentorship programs, we'll be discussing this. Then I'll be introducing you to our mentors, the mentors that we have. And this session again will be bilingual, although some particular instructors will prefer to take it in English. So let me start with why we are taking up this session. Now, if I roll back to 2004 when I enrolled in my graduation at Kirodimal College, there was lack of kind of mentorship. There was no assistance in the sense that where to take your career forward, how to take your career forward, and the kind of structure that was there is that the student was left to his or her own self, that अब आप कैसे करोगे, कैसे आप पढ़ोगे, कहाँ पर आपको करियर में कहाँ पर आपको असिस्टेंस चाहिए, सपोज आपको सिविल सर्विसेज करना है या आपको आईईएस करना है या आपको डेटा साइंस में जाना है, इसके ऊपर कुछ नहीं था. सो इट वाज काइंड ऑफ अ डिसजॉइंटेड सेट दैट वाज देयर. एंड लुकिंग बैक एट माय करियर, आई वुड से दैट अगर if I would have got good mentors to help me out. For example, the reason that you see these two degrees on my wall, one is from KMC, the other is from Delhi School of Economics, and the reason that you are seeing me in a Labasna sweatshirt is perhaps because of some of the mentors. For example, people who are from Kirodimal College would know Professor Shomajit Bhattacharya, so he helped me a lot in my career. Similarly, I'll introduce Amit Goyal sir. It's because of him, and I know him for last 15 years. It's because of him that I have reached where I have. So everything in my life, getting into Delhi School of Economics, or say reaching different places, it's because of his kind of guidance. And this program that we are building, it's from the first year that we are trying to build your career from the scratch, that we have a mind which is unmolded, जिसको हम जिस भी तरीके से अगर मोल्ड करना चाहें तो हम कर सकते हैं. सो इफ़ यू वांट टू बिल्ड अ करियर इन डेटा साइंस, इफ़ यू वांट टू गेट टू यूपीएससी, इफ़ यू वांट टू डू अ पीएचडी, जिस भी तरीके का आपको करियर ऑप्शन लेना है उस तरीके से वी कैन मोल्ड यू इन दैट काइंड ऑफ अ डायरेक्शन. So it's more of your seniors, your brother, something in your family, someone in your family to guide you in a better sense. I kind of want that someone would have guided me for civil services in this way, that कोई बता देता अच्छा ये पढ़ना है, ऐसे पढ़ना है. So things would have been different. So with that kind of a perspective, we are kind of bringing these programs for you. We are going to go much beyond than that is required per se. So if you take mathematics, we are not just going to talk about mathematics in your course. We are going to talk about how maths is important for statistics, how maths is going to be important for, especially for microeconomics, how maths is going to be essential for your masters, and if you want to do a PhD, or if you want to go into say data science, or say Indian economic service, because IAS does not ask you maths or stats. So this is the kind of program. So bringing the best of the world, where you get the academic part and you get the career orientation, how it is built in your career. That is what we are trying to build at Edfolio. So these are the mentorship programs. Let me introduce to you our first mentor. He is Amit Goel sir. You can just Google him up, Amit Goel Econ school, and you'll get to know. And if you talk to your seniors, अगर किसी का Delhi School of Economics में या ISI में या फिर से अशोका में हुआ है, तो they'll tell you that how important he has been in their journey. And as I told you earlier, whatever I am in my life, if you see the Delhi school degree, it's just because of him. I was an average student, turned kind of okayish because of his pedagogy. And he'll tell you that he doesn't really stick to the books. He'll create his own examples, and he'll tell you to think on your own. So it's not kind of a program जो coaching जो typical होती है, जो आपको handicap करती है. कोचिंग क्या करेगी, आपको बता देगी कि ये इस तरीके से आप लिख लो, आपको डिक्टेट कर देगा, एंड देन यू वुड हैव टू मग इट अप. दैट्स नॉट द अप्रोच दैट वी फॉलो, एंड स्पेशली दैट्स नॉट द अप्रोच दैट अमित सर फॉलोज. सो I would like to call him upon, Amit sir, and if you can discuss your pedagogy. The curriculum is here, and then I will discuss his this is the curriculum, and then I'll discuss his pedagogy as well. Amit sir, over to you.
I think he was being modest when he said it's all because of me. I think he did a lot of hard work achieving what he has achieved, and I can see he has done really well, and I'm really proud of him. So let me talk about what I'm planning to do in this course. Uh, I'll be, it's basically, mathematics is absolutely necessary to understand, uh, it's actually absolutely necessary to understand all the mathematical economics and all the modeling that goes into micro and even probability and statistics, because there's a lot of calculus which is needed in probability and statistics as well. Okay, so this is kind of, I would say the first course that will, I'm planning to offer over here. So basically, so it's actually the language, that is very, very important. You need to have a very good clarity on what each and every sentence, okay, to actually even able to understand and then solve problems, okay, or even communicate with others, in the language which is used by economists. Okay, so I agree this is a curriculum in the first course. Okay, so I will topics, but there'll be some kind of connection that you will see all the time. We'll be referring to some economic examples. Whenever we'll be touching upon these topics. Okay, so I don't plan to limit myself just textbook style examples. Okay, I would encourage thinking. I would encourage you to use graphical methods, use graphs to visualize functions, to visualize problems, to actually approach problems in a better way. Okay, and I would say it's a program which is meant for some ambitious students who really want to lay some foundation for future coursework. Okay, so it's an introductory mathematical course. The broad outline of but the main takeaway from the course should be that you have a very strong foundation to pursue anything in future. Okay, so that is the key takeaway from this course. Okay, of course you'll be a better problem solver after the end of this course. Okay, and I would strongly encourage you to use. Okay, so there is I'll create for this particular course. You can actually use that. Okay, to discuss problems with other students. I'll also be active on that course. Yeah, and that's it. If you have any questions, you can ask. This is roughly we are planning to, I'll be actually doing 15 to 17 hours program, and you can expect one meeting every week. So I guess we'll be able to finish this in 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 days of lectures and conducted in the span of 10 weeks. And I think that should be sufficient. So all this is absolutely necessary to do future courses properly. Okay, of course it will help you in your honors economics, mathematics course as well. But the objective is slightly bigger. To make sure that you have the kind of skill set which is necessary to take on future courses as well.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Yeah. So for sir's course, it's going to be a 1.5 hour session weekly. So 15 to 17 hours, we'll be able to finish it. So to answer Akshar's, we will come to all the fee structure and the website. So the website will be Edfolio. I'll come to that. And the emphasis again, as sir said, that we'll be going a little beyond this thing. And if you want to take up our further courses, for example, maths comes in 3 flavors. It will come as intermediate and advanced. And in fact, when you go for any kind of a PhD or a master's, you will see that the importance of mathematics is extremely important, even in case of applications of microeconomics. So microeconomics will also have these versions, intermediate and advanced. So you will see a lot of overlap of mathematics both in microeconomics, macroeconomics, econometrics. So maths becomes the base, and that's why in my earlier session also I told you, a lot of you, to take up maths as their GE option, because ultimately your framework should be strong. So ये जो चीज़ है ये मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि मैथ्स आपका स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्टैट्स. दिस बिकम्स वो फिर आपके लिए पूरा कैनवस खोल देगा कि वेर एवर यू वॉन्ट you'll be able to get into the world, you'll fit into the world wherever you want to get into. So this is majorly about it. As I told you, the instructor will take the doubts and discussion problem sets on Piazza. Piazza is the name of that forum where sir will be taking all of your doubts, and then you can discuss with your peers whatever problem sets sir gives. And the recordings will be available on Edfolio, so we'll provide you with the recordings. Now coming to our second program. Our second program is taken up by Miss Goel. She's an alumnus of Jain and currently at Delhi School of Economics. And I know Miss Goel personally very well. And she's young and she's very energetic, and I've seen her at close quarters in terms of her how much she puts in effort in her statistical courses. And apart from that, I'll also be assisting in terms of the decks, that the PPTs that you'll see. So it will not be a typical board that on your board you'll be, someone will be writing the formulas and stuff. So again, it will be more problem. We'll discuss the problems, discuss the theory with you, and then followed up by number of problems. So ultimately आपको problem solve करना आना चाहिए, and एक एंड तक हम आपको सॉल्व करके देंगे, उसके बाद यू नीड टू सॉल्व इट. सो वी डोंट वांट टू हैंडीकैप यू कि हमने जो क्वेश्चंस करा दिया वही क्वेश्चंस करोगे. एंड अगेन, लाइक मैथमेटिक्स, स्टैटिस्टिक्स विल ऑल्सो बी इन दीज थ्री फ्लेवर्स, इंट्रोडक्टरी, देन इंटरमीडिएट एंड एडवांस. एंड यू नीड टू टेक दीज कोर्सेज वेरी सीरियसली, बिकॉज whether when it comes to econometrics or when it comes to data science, ये framework set करेगा आपका. अगर आपको Python या R सीखना है तो again this is the fundamental that should be strong for you, because ultimately it's the application of these subjects. So I'll hand over to Ms. Goel for further elaboration, and the curriculum for this course is this. Here you are.
Good evening, everyone. So as Siddharth has already mentioned, this course, it's an introductory course. We'll be just going through an overview of what exactly is statistics, what are the different types of statistics, going through something which you must have already done in your +2, which is like measures of location, measures of dispersion, probability theory, basic probability theory. And after that, we'll just dive more into your more statistical concepts are a little higher in that sense. What are random variables? What is a probability distribution? Why do we need a probability distribution? Random sampling, etc. Right? So these are some of the topics that are going to be covered, and you'll see that these are in line with your Delhi University course as well, the first semester course. These topics are in line with this, but the use of all these topics is just not limited to your honors course. You'll be seeing a wide use of these if you plan to appear for your competitive exams like RBI or Indian Economic Services. If you plan to pursue some career in data analytics, so whether you want to learn R or Python or any other programming language that you need, so you can become a good coder, but without good knowledge and clear conceptual understanding of statistics, becoming a good data scientist is very difficult, right? So you may be able to code well, what you are doing with your data, what analysis you are doing, it is where your stats would step in. And again, once you are able to get a good grasp of the subject, your advanced economic courses like econometrics are going to be much easier for you, because they build on your concepts of what you will be doing with Amit sir, mathematics and statistics. If you have any questions, you can ask the same for the course.
Thank you. I'll take all the questions. We will discuss all the questions, and I'll post to individual teachers. the questions that are there. So just to describe about the pedagogy. So you'll find a lot of, in fact, I have also recorded certain videos on statistics. So you can kind of see how we take up statistics. I'll send it on the group, that this is how we teach statistics, and so you'll get a clear flavor of our teaching. Similarly, for Amit sir, we'll send you certain recordings so that you can see that this is the pedagogy of Amit sir and why he's so popular. Similarly, for some of our courses, how students take up those courses. Then the program again will be 90 to 100 minute session per week. Weekends will be the mode of these sessions, and the program duration will be 20 to 25 hours in all. And again, as Ms. Goel has told you, that economics and data science, masters, PhD, or competitive exams, everywhere this particular course is necessary. And this will be again in live webinar mode with recordings on the website, just in case if you miss any particular lecture. But unlike mathematics, here we will have doubts and discussion problems on the website forum or on the WhatsApp group of the particular class. So this is how we plan to take up statistics for your program. And again, students who enroll for mathematics and statistics would be benefited in the next semester again, because the second version will come there. So it'll be kind of a rolling program for you for each particular semester. So it's ideal that you join here and then strengthen your basics for the further courses. Then coming to our next course, is basically taken up by Shweta. So Shweta is a senior of mine, and she's an incredible teacher from whatever inputs that I have got. So she's an alumnus of Delhi School of Economics. I'm 2007-2009 batch, and she's my senior there. And she taught at St. Stephen's College, and now she's associated with Edfolio. And the objective of microeconomics. So microeconomics is a little different from what your seniors would have done. So your seniors would have done very minimalistic or basic microeconomics in introductory flavor, which was used to follow ManQ. But now we don't follow ManQ. We have absolutely new text which needs a refreshed look towards microeconomics, and that is what we are trying to build. And even the texts are different now. And for that we wanted someone who had a good background, as well as who had a lot of experience in teaching, and we could not have found someone better than Shweta. However, for her course, I'll just like to tell you, I'll just put her on mute, and but I want to highlight that her course will be a recorded version. It will not be a live version. Shweta, would you like to take ahead from here?
Thank you, Siddharth. Okay, hi everyone. So, doing microeconomics, this is what I'm going to take, and this is where you introduce yourself, course, and this is what the course intends to make. It wants to make you feel like an economist. So, what would an economist do? You are put in a situation now. What would an economist do? How will he utilize the resources and then grab the opportunity? Being a rational thinker, as I said, this is where you get the first feel of economics in your first year. You'll have follow-up